If you have been following me for a while, either in here in YouTube or in Reddit, you know that I have been always saying that if you build for bonus damage, Fury and Scout are much better picks than Scorpion. In my opinion, Scorpion is better built with critical and heavy because you have just much benefit from the daggers. So use that to build a high critical, high hit and high heavy build. It's going to be better. But in this video, thanks to the DPS meter, because this DPS meter is actually a godsend. It's giving us a lot of information, and one of this information is the number of hits. So in this video, let's just measure that. Let's check the number of hits we do with a normal PvP rotation as Fury, Scout, and Scorpion. And just calculate the number of hits and check which one is making more hits. Okay? So let's start with the Fury because it's the one I have right now. So what I'm going to do is just, use a normal PvP rotation, which in this case is going to be Selfless Diffusion, Touch of the Spear, Mortal Mark, Quick Fire, Nimble Leap, basically all Quick Fires, rest Nimble Leap, and more Quick Fires. Okay, so let's start. That will be a normal PvP rotation as Fury, and these are the numbers of hits. Later on, I will add here the total number, okay? Let's repeat the test again, just to have more data. Let me pick another one because maybe this one is going to use the damage over time. Let me pick this one. And this was another test. As said, I will later add here the total numbers. So let me switch now to, for example, to Scorpion. Okay? As a Scorpion, I have this skill bar over here. As a Scorpion, basically, what you do? What's your PvP rotation? Senseless Diffusion, Mark, Stigma, and Quick Fires. Normally, you kill just with that. But let's assume I'm going to do a full rotation. I'm going to use all quick fires, I'm going to reset them, I'm going to use more quick fires, I'm going to use Mad Swords Dance, and I'm going to use Thunder Bomb, okay? So, let's do it. So this was the Scorpion. Notice how Mortal Mark is making a lot of hits. The same was with Fury. Let's repeat it again. So this was a Scorpion again. Notice the Mortal Mark is really doing a lot of hits. And the last one is going to be the Scout. As a Scout, normally I'm using Deadly Marker, but for testing sake, let's use Mortal Mark as well, just to have the same baseline, let's say. Otherwise, as we were watching, Mortal Mark is doing a lot of hits, so let's use Mortal Mark here. And the rotation is going to be basically the same. It's going to be Senseless Diffusion, Mortal Mark, Strafing, Zephyr, Quick Fires, Strafing, Zephyr, okay? So, let's start. So this was the first of the Scorpion. Notice the Mortal Mark, it's a lot of hits. Let's wait for the CD. And another one. And this was another example. So now I'm going to just you know, calculate all the total number of hits and give you the information basically, so that we can check which one made more hits. Probably I haven't done that yet, but probably it was first Fury, second Scout, and third Scorpion. If I weren't using Mortal Mark, it will be a Scorpion second most likely, but let's just calculate the number and I give you more info right now. So what does this data tell us? First, that I was wrong. When using Mortal Mark, Scout is actually the class that is doing more number of hits per rotation. In case you are wondering, I spent the same time doing the rotation with each class. 6 to almost 7 seconds, but it was always 6 with something. So it's roughly the same. It's not like I spend more time doing hits with the Scout. It's always 6 point something. Also, as a Scout, I have 7. So that means more hits, right? Well, I just calculated that using the DPS method, of course, and the difference is 24 to 26 more hits when using Terran or using any other bow. So if we remove 26 from 306, it's still 280. So in this case, Scout will be still the best. What about the new bow? I don't have the new bow. Probably someone will not watch the video and will ask in the comments. I don't have the new bow yet. When I have that bow, I will run the test, but right now I don't have it, okay? However, what's more important is that it's not the position in the rank, let's say. I don't care if Scout was first, Fury second, or Scorpion third. What they want to know is, or what they care more about, is the actual number difference between hits. For example, let's check Fury and Scorpion. Fury is doing 57 more hits than Scorpion. And this is actually a lot, because remember that for bonus damage, every hit counts. So if we assume a bonus damage of 300, for example, we are talking that the difference in 6 seconds that lasted the rotation is 17,100. So a lot. And if we compare Scout with Scorpion, it's actually 109 different, and this translates to 32,700. A lot of difference in just 6 seconds. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, if you are playing Scorpion and you are focusing into bonus damage, I think you are just screwing up yourself, at least in my opinion, because as a Scorpion you have daggers, and with daggers you have high critical and high critical damage. So instead of focusing into bonus damage, you should focus into high hit, high critical and high heavy, because you can achieve this with all the masteries and the passive from the dagger and the crossbow. You can achieve this high on all those 3 offensive stats, and that will result in a much stronger offensive character than just a bonus damage based Scorpion. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one. So, you may be wondering, what about lightning speed? Because in the previous test I didn't use lightning speed. So, let's check with lightning speed the number of hits I'm doing with each class. Starting with Fury. So, 285 hits. With the DPS method, we are going to actually see why lightning speed is broken and should not ever exist. So 285 hits as Fury. Let me try as Scorpion now. Let me switch here to Scorpion. Let's load up lightning speed. Okay, here. Let me use this and this. So as a Scorpion, 150. Do you see the difference now? I purposely didn't take into consideration lightning speed in the previous test because it's quite broken. So I didn't want to use that, but as I know someone will mention in the comments, okay, what about lightning speed? So here's this extra part to the video, okay? So 150. And now as a scout, let me just put this back on, and now as a scout. Okay. Look at that. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if you noticed that, but the rotation was not the same, so I'm just going to repeat the same rotation, okay? I mean, the same rotation I did in the previous test because I fuck up on the quick fire. Okay, here it is. Look at this, 297. It's a lot. I mean, when we take into consideration lightning speed, Scout and Fury are already miles ahead of Scorpion. So, as said, don't focus into bonus damage when building a Scorpion because you are just hindering yourself. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.